In the bleak and frozen world of winter, a refreshing pop of color glimmers up ahead. It's a magical plant full of wonder and intrigue. Are you ready to learn about poinsettias? This beautiful symbol of the holiday season is fascinating and iconic. From their intriguing history and cultural importance to the secrets behind their stunning leaves. This video has it all. Learn about proper poinsettia care, debunk some common myths, and share surprising facts that might change the way you see poinsettias forever. If you're a fan of festive traditions or love learning about plants, make sure to stick around. What is a poinsettia? The scientific name for poinsettias translates to the most beautiful euphorbia. Native to the tropical forests of southern Mexico and Central America, these plants naturally grow as shrubs or small trees, often reaching heights of up to 16 feet in the wild. The poinsettia is part of the Spurge Family, a group of plants that includes over 2,000 species. One of the most interesting features of poinsettias is their bright, colorful bracts, the leaf-like structures often mistaken for flower petals. While red is the classic holiday color, poinsettias come in a wide range of shades, including pink, cream, white, and even speckled or marbled patterns. The actual flowers are small, yellow or green clusters found at the centers of the bracts. Poinsettias can trace their origins back in time to Mexico. The Aztecs admired this plant for its vibrant red color, which they associated with purity and blood sacrifices to their gods. The Aztecs referred to this plant by a different name, though. The name poinsettia would come later. The plant wasn't just ornamental for the Aztecs, it was also practical. The Aztecs used the red bracts to create dyes for textiles and cosmetics, while the milky sap was used as a remedy for fevers and skin infections. Fast forward to the 1820s, and Joel Roberts Poinsett, the first U.S. ambassador to Mexico, came across the plant during his travels. Poinsett was a physician and botanist who loved studying plants, and he was immediately drawn to the poinsettia's striking appearance. He sent cuttings back to his greenhouse in South Carolina, where he began cultivating the plant and sharing it with others. Over time, the poinsettia became associated with Poinsett's name. He died on December 12th, and the anniversary of his death was declared National Poinsettia Day in the United States. So there's a bridge near me called Pointsett Bridge. I wonder if it's named after him. I'm not sure, but it's a beautiful old bridge with moss growing on it. It's not used by cars anymore, but it's a gorgeous bridge. The poinsettia's connection to Christmas is deeply rooted in a Mexican legend that has been passed down through generations. The story tells of a young girl named Pepita who longed to bring a special gift to baby Jesus during a Christmas celebration at her village church. However, Pepita was poor and had no money to buy a present worthy of the occasion. Feeling discouraged but determined to honor the Christ child, she gathered a handful of humble green weeds from the roadside as she made her way to the church. As she approached the altar, she placed the weeds before it. Miraculously, the plain weeds burst vibrant red, stunning everyone in attendance. These blossoms were seen as a divine sign that even the simplest gifts, when given with a pure heart, can become beautiful to the eyes of God. This story is believed to have originated in the 16th century in Mexico. The story is associated with a tradition in which the town people reenact biblical events during Christmas celebrations. Over time, the tale of Pepita and the miraculous transformation of the weeds into vibrant red flowers became intertwined with the festivities. This plant is now known in Mexico as Flor de Nochebuena, or the Christmas Eve flower. It was used in holiday decorations well before this legend emerged. Its bright red leaves and natural winter bloom make it a fitting choice for celebrations. The legend likely gained widespread popularity in the following centuries, especially after the poinsettia was introduced to the United States. Over time, the poinsettia became a cherished symbol of the holiday season, representing faith, hope, and the beauty of selfless giving. Today, the poinsettia is celebrated around the world as a quintessential symbol of Christmas. Christmas colors are commonly thought to be red and green, so the poinsettia fits this color palette beautifully, embodying the festive spirit of the season. Many families use poinsettias as table centerpieces, tree decorations, or as thoughtful gifts for loved ones, keeping the tradition alive in their own way. In churches, poinsettias are often placed near altars or nativity scenes, serving as a reminder of the power of heartfelt giving. Beyond its religious and cultural significance, the poinsettia has become a global holiday staple, with millions of plants sold each year in countries far removed from its Mexican roots, adding warmth and cheer to holiday decor. In addition to its symbolic meaning, the poinsettia's versatility and seasonal charm make it a favorite in secular holiday decorations as well, ensuring its place as a cherished holiday icon for generations to come. So what did I mean when I said that poinsettias were magical? One of the most magical aspects of poinsettias is how their bracts change color. This transformation is a result of photoperiodism, a process that occurs when plants respond to changes in light exposure. Poinsettias need long nights, around 14 hours of uninterrupted darkness each day, for about 6 to 8 weeks, to develop their bright red, pink, or white bracts. In their natural habitat, this happens as the days grow shorter in late fall. If you've ever tried to get a poinsettia to rebloom in your home, you know how tricky it can be to replicate these conditions. Even a small amount of artificial light during their dark period can interrupt the process. The life cycle of poinsettias combines periods of active growth, blooming, and dormancy. Poinsettias naturally follow a cycle shaped by the conditions of their native tropical environment. After the holiday season, poinsettias begin their growth phase. They will enter a vegetative state where their leaves grow and flourish. New leaves and stems will develop, preparing the plant for its next bloom. In late summer, poinsettias naturally slow their growth and transition towards a dormant state. The plant's energy shifts away from producing new growth and begins preparing for its flowering stage. Poinsettias are short-day plants, meaning their flowering is triggered by long nights and short days. The plant gets uninterrupted darkness for 12 to 14 hours each night for about 8 to 10 weeks, typically starting in late September or early October. By late November to December, poinsettias enter their blooming phase, which is marked by the transformation of their green bracts into vibrant colors such as red, pink, or white. The small yellow flowers at the center open during this stage, signaling the plant is in full bloom. This is the poinsettia's most visually striking phase. After the poinsettia flowers are pollinated, they produce seed pods. Poinsettia seeds are small and require warm temperatures and moist soil to germinate. Germination can take several weeks and is sensitive to environmental conditions. Seedlings take a long time to mature into full-size poinsettia plants. It may take years for a plant grown from seeds to produce flowers of its own, beginning the cycle over again. Because of the time and care required for growing plants from seeds, poinsettias are almost exclusively propagated by stem cuttings in commercial and home settings. This method is faster and ensures that the new plant retains the characteristics of the parent plant. Despite their reputation for being finicky, poinsettias are surprisingly easy to care for when you understand their needs. Let's learn about some practical tips. Here's a guide to keeping your plant healthy. Poinsettias thrive in bright, indirect sunlight. Place yours near a sunny window, but avoid exposing it to harsh, direct sunlight, which can scorch the leaves. These tropical plants prefer consistent temperatures between 65 degrees Fahrenheit and 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Keep them away from cold drafts and cold windows, heating vents, and avoid temperature shock. Poinsettias like evenly moist soil. Water the plant when the top inch of soil feels dry, and make sure the pot has good drainage to prevent root rot. Avoid letting the plant sit in standing water. If your home is dry, especially during winter, consider misting your poinsettia occasionally or placing a tray of water nearby to increase humidity. When the bracts fade, prune the plant back to about 6 inches and place it in a sunny spot. In late spring, you can move it outdoors, gradually reintroducing it to direct sunlight. With proper care, you can coax it to rebloom the next holiday season. Poinsettias are surrounded by myths. Let's examine a few. Poinsettias are often thought to be highly toxic to cats, but the truth is a little bit less alarming. While the plant's milk sap contains compounds that can cause irritation, poinsettias are only mildly toxic to cats. If a cat chews on the leaves or stems, they might experience symptoms such as drooling, vomiting, or diarrhea due to the irritating compounds in the sap. However, these effects are usually mild and not life-threatening. Serious complications are very rare unless a large amount of plant is consumed, which is uncommon since the plant's taste is unpleasant. That said, it's still best to keep poinsettias out of the reach of curious cats, dogs, babies, and anything else that might want to eat it, to prevent any discomfort or potential issues. If a cat shows symptoms or signs of distress after ingesting a poinsettia, consult a veterinarian right away. For cat owners, choosing non-toxic holiday plants like the Christmas cactus or rose can be a safer alternative while still keeping the home festive. Another common myth is that poinsettias are difficult to grow or maintain, leading many people to discard them after the holidays. However, with proper care, these vibrant plants can thrive for months and even years, becoming a long-lasting part of your indoor greenery. After the holiday season, with a bit of effort, poinsettias can be coaxed into blooming again the following year. This process does take patience, but it's a rewarding way to dispel the myth and enjoy their beauty year after year. With the right attention, poinsettias can move from being a one-season decoration to a cherished perennial addition to your home. While poinsettias do have specific care requirements, they are not as demanding as their reputation suggests. The final myth about poinsettias is the common belief that the red part of the plant is its flowers. As we've already discussed, this is not true. The vibrant red structures that people often mistake for flowers are actually modified leaves. These leaves surround the plant's true flowers, which are small, yellow, and located in the center of the colorful display. Because the true flowers are so tiny and unobtrusive, they often go unnoticed, leading to the misconception. The colorful leaves play an important role in nature, as their bright colors are designed to attract pollinators to the otherwise dull flowers. This clever adaptation ensures the plant's reproduction, even though its actual flowers are not very showy. So while the red flowers of the poinsettia may not be flowers at all, they remain a stunning and essential part of what makes this plant a holiday favorite. It's a reminder of how plants use unique strategies to survive and thrive, even during the colder months when other plants might be dormant. Now it's time for some fun facts. But before we do, please don't leave the like button dormant, and be sure to pollinate the comments section. Liking, commenting, and subscribing really helps my channel to grow so that I can keep making content like this. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to share it with others that you think might want to learn more about poinsettias. Thank you so much for the support, and now on to some fun facts. Poinsettias are the most popular potted plant in the United States, with over 35 million sold each year. Poinsettias represent an over $255 million in sales annually, making them a major player in the horticulture industry. I was honestly shocked by this when I did this research, as I would have guessed that roses were the most popular. Poinsettias were once called Christmas stars in Europe due to their star-like shape. Poinsettias aren't small. Though we commonly see them as compact little plants in stores, they can get huge. In their native environment, poinsettias can grow up to 16 feet tall and resemble large bushes or trees. There are over 100 varieties of poinsettias available. Poinsettias symbolize purity, joy, and hope. Poinsettias are so much more than a decorative plant. They have a rich history, strange botanical traits, and a well-earned reputation as the star of holiday celebrations. Whether you're enjoying their vibrant colors during the holiday season or taking on the challenge of keeping one alive year-round, poinsettias bring a sense of warmth and cheer to any space. Thank you for joining me on this poinsettia journey. If you learned something new today, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more engaging educational content. Let me know in the comments if you have a poinsettia in your home. Parents and teachers, if you're teaching about poinsettias this holiday season, check out the links in the description for educational resources that you might find helpful. Thank you so much for watching this video, and don't forget to get messy and make lots of mistakes today. Bye!